name's Addison. I'm a preschool teacher. Recently we started wearing pronoun pins, and the kids get to pick a new pronoun pin every day. We have some that pick like she, her every single day, and we have some that change it up.
So I'm a non-binary preschool teacher, and my kids know I'm non-binary. They know I'm not a girl or a boy. I use they, them pronouns in the classroom. We work on it. Not all the kids get it. That's okay. And I go by Mix Gray in the classroom, not Miss or Mr.
Man, y'all thought me teaching the children about me being poly was crazy. But not only that, but they also know that I'm gender fluid.
I'm going to give you my explanation about what it means to be transgender as well. So when babies are born, the doctor looks at them and they make a guess about whether the baby is a boy or a girl.
Kids as young as 3 and 4 are actually aware of their gender identity, even if they don't have the language for it. To say that pre-K through 3rd grade are not ready for such topics is actually internalized homophobia and transphobia.
So those are the people in charge of tending to your small children's minds while you're at work. Now, maybe you agree with the views you just heard. Maybe you think that doctors just guess at the sex of newborns. Maybe you don't agree. It almost doesn't matter. Either way, you have a right as a parent to know what these people are teaching to your children. And yet, before Libs of TikTok, there was not an easy way to find out what they were teaching and take the teacher's word for it. Well, it turns out there are an awful lot of videos like this out there. Libs of TikTok found a lot of them. Here, for example, is the scene at one private school in Washington, D.C.
Otherwise, I will call the police. Oh. I'm serious.
I hear my.
Yeah, come on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am serious, man. I am had enough of it. I knew you were going to take off your mask the moment I turned the corner. So enjoy BIA. That's in school suspension where you have to sit in the room with the military guy all day because you're a piece of
in domestic flights or U.S. airports, while employees and customers are no longer required to wear a mask, they may do so if they choose.
Woo! Masks will be optional this evening for all crew and passengers as well.
If you choose to, you may remove your mask.
Removed the mask mandate, so everyone can remove their mask and enjoy and celebrate.
The CDC recommended continuing the order for additional time, 2 weeks, to be able to assess the latest science in keeping with its responsibility to protect the American people. So this is obviously a disappointing decision.
No one believes you anymore. No one believes the CDC anymore. You drained your credibility account over the last year by lying to us. You're a joke.
What do we need to know about this ruling? Are we kind of in the Wild West? It's every company for itself?
100%. It's a mess.
Just because this ruling was made by a judge doesn't mean that suddenly the science has changed. We know that masks remain very protective.
And this was basically Donald Trump as a federal judge today.
Yeah, it absolutely reads like Donald Trump as a federal judge.
So what we've done is we've removed a travel mask mandate with an incredibly high level of virus. And right now, as of today, it is less safe to fly in this country than it was yesterday.
She obviously is clueless, and the vast majority of scientific evidence is masks have saved millions of lives.
Masks have saved millions of lives, says some low IQ politician who's never had a job. She knows the science. Season 2 debut of Tucker Carlson Originals on Fox Station. Get a free account, tuckercarlson.com. In 2020, Los Angeles County voters elected a lunatic to be the county's top prosecutor.
If you want to really see what a parasite look like, don't look farther than George Gaston.
But obviously, that is not true because the individuals that are the focus of the story impregnated women, and every thinking adult, no matter what the President of the United States has to say on the matter, knows that there is no category of women who can impregnate women. So I really want to thank you for highlighting this story. And I also just want to talk previously about how the state of California recently enacted a law at the end of 2020, which went into effect in 2021, which mandates that men be housed in women's prisons on the basis of their so-called gender identity if they say that they are women. Washington State has a similar policy. However, this is not just happening in blue states. This is happening across the country. As far as I know, 49 states plus the District of Columbia have some form of law or policy in place. Trans ideology. And what I really want all Americans across the political spectrum to understand is it is paying the medical establishment, it is paying most media outlets, it is paying our government